Vatos, thanks for tuning in to yet another video. Looks like someone else got the street, yet again the Sportster is. This thing's on gear. So here, I mean, this is the Fat Bob, and it's got the 114 inverted forks. It's more of a performance build, but it's got the, like I said, it's got the fork control, so it's a little odd. It's got some tiny little foot pegs. These are extremely tiny. And so here we go. Let's make sure we don't hit anybody. And we are on our way. And I mean, it's got a weird little feel to it. This is a weird feeling bike. It's got tapered components on there, which is just, you know, it's just odd. And of course, it's got the forward controls. It's, you know, it's a weird triangle. You have the drag bars and you have the forward controls. So it's a weird little bizarre triangle, something that I'm not really too used to. As you guys know, I like my mid controls, but I actually have mid controls on my metric cruiser. I mean forward controls on my metric, so it's nothing that I'm not, you know, used to, but I just prefer mid controls over everything else. I am 5'7", so I'm not that, you know, extremely tall, but you know what, I'm also not a fan of the big wide front tire, but you know, even having a wider front tire doesn't seem like you're compromised too much on the feel of the bike, as far as, you know, agility, being able to throw it around and maneuvering. The bike still handles pretty good. I do like the seat on this one. It's a little bit more, I think it's a little bit more of a softer seat compared to the Fat Boy. The Fat Boy the Fat Boy seat to me, it just felt a little bit more firm. So I do like this seat. It holds you pretty good. It's got a nice little you know, wall to it. I mean, it's not anything, you know, too drastic like on my Saddlemen step up, but it holds you in place. It contours to your butt. So I am a fan of the seat. But I mean, the overall, I mean, just those little minor things. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the forward controls or the drag bars, but you know what, I can see myself riding this a lot. She feels great. She's agile. I think she's probably the second lightest 114 that Harley has. You know, when you're considering the Street Bob, because yeah, I think the Street Bob is a little bit lighter than this. But or who knows, maybe that passenger seat probably changes that. But like I said, 3.5 gallon tank, not a fan of. Just little things. I mean, it's got the inverted forks. It's got the I believe it's got the dual disc brakes. Yes, it does. But let's see. Alright, so let's talk about some of the other changes. Of course, they changed the wheels on this 2022. I think I like the 2021s more. I like last year's wheels. I'm not a fan of what they did to the 2022s, and I'm also not a fan of the new tank badging. It's got that sand pearl new color. I do like it. I'm a fan of it. I've seen it on a road glide and it looks amazing. The sand pearl looks great. On the Fat Bob, you know what, I'm not a big fan. But you know what, it's got some things going for it. I think I do like the big wide front tire. You know, it feels pretty good. You know, agility wise, the suspension feels a lot better than the Street Bob for sure. Because yeah, I mean, this is a little bit more of a rougher road right here. And then we're gonna take it on the freeway, of course. But she's handling pretty good. Wow, whew. She feels amazing, guys. You know, I think it's got the same rake as a Lowrider S. It's pretty much a Lowrider S. You know, same frame. I mean, it's almost the same engine. Yeah, of course, you have a 117 in the Lowrider S. You know, you have inboarded forks, upside down forks. You have, like I said, I think it's the same rake. The Lowrider S and the Fat Bob, they both have 28-degree rakes. It's just, yeah, I mean, you have a bigger, wider tire on the front, so it handles a little bit different. But you know, the drag bars, surprisingly, they feel good at 5.7. The forward controls, you know what? Yeah, I mean, it's just a preference thing. I like mid controls. You know, you just feel a little bit more in control of the bike. But I think having the drag bars on the Fat Bob, it kind of, I guess it kind of evens out a little bit, I guess. You know, if I had to say something about it, or if I had to say something nice about forward controls, I guess that would be it. Let's try to get this light. So anyways, that's the 2022 demo ride, first impressions, and a little bit, I guess, a little bit, you know, some details on the bike. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe, don't believe everything you read, life's a risk, get out there and ride. Later.